Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're going to be looking at sports,
Oh, cool.
but not just like scores and highlights,
Yeah, yeah.
We're going deeper
Okay.
to see how sports connect to like society and values, even personal growth.
I like it.
It's kind of like seeing the game from a whole new angle.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
our source material for this deep dive is a CSET study guide on social behavior, and it focuses specifically on sports sociology and physical education.
Okay, and this isn't just like some dusty academic theory.
Right.
These ideas have a real impact on how we teach and learn
Yeah.
through physical activity.
Exactly. Think about how gender equality in sports has changed over time.
Big time.
Not that long ago.
Right.
Women were basically sidelined in so many sports.
That's true.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's a powerful example of how much progress we've made
For sure.
as a society. And when we look at how women's participation in sports has changed,
Yeah.
we can actually trace broader societal shifts towards, greater equality.
It's really interesting. It makes you wonder, why is your favorite sport so popular?
Totally.
Does its popularity have anything to do with the values of your community, your generation?
Yeah, think about it.
Yeah.
Why is insert popular sport in the listener's community so big there?
Right.
What does that say about the values we share?
Yeah.
Maybe even the values of your generation.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've seen how sports can be a mirror reflecting our values.
Yeah.
But this source also digs into
Oh, cool.
how sports and physical activity
Okay.
can help you grow
Yeah.
as a person.
Interesting.
Like, we're talking about
Uh-huh.
boosting your self-image,
Yeah.
feeling more confident, even reducing anxiety.
Wow.
Who knew?
I know, right?
Gym class has so much potential.
That's true. The benefits extend far beyond physical fitness.
Totally.
One key takeaway from this source is the importance of a supportive environment
Okay.
for learning and growth.
That makes sense.
When students feel safe and equal
Right.
and have a voice,
Yeah.
they can really thrive.
For sure.
You know?
Yeah, like imagine trying to learn a new skill
Right.
while feeling judged or intimidated.
Yeah.
Not exactly a recipe for success.
No, not at all.
Right.
And this applies to all learning environments,
Totally.
not just physical education.
For sure.
So creating spaces where students feel empowered to participate
Right.
and contribute
Yeah.
is crucial for them to reach their full potential.
And one way to create that kind of environment
Mhm.
is to give students more say
Oh, interesting.
in their physical education experience.
Exactly. When you give students a voice,
Yeah.
let them contribute to class rules and expectations.
Mm.
Or even have a say in like the specific skills they want to practice.
Right.
You see a huge difference in their engagement and motivation.
Yeah.
It's about feeling ownership over their learning.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And that brings us to
Oh.
something super interesting from the source.
Ooh, I like it.
Don Hellison's model
Okay.
for teaching personal and social responsibility through physical activity.
Cool.
You can think of it this way.
Okay.
You know those kids who always hog the ball
Oh, yeah, yeah.
and don't seem to care about their teammates?
Mm.
Hellison's model gives us a way to guide those students
Interesting.
towards becoming responsible, contributing members of the group.
I like it.
It's like taking that kid
Yeah.
who's always calling for the ball
Mhm.
and showing them how their individual effort actually makes the whole team stronger.
Well, wow.
They start to see that we is actually the key to their own success.
That's powerful.
The model guides them through levels,
Okay.
starting with respect. It's more than just following rules.
Right.
It's about understanding that everyone deserves to participate and feel safe.
Yeah.
Imagine a basketball game
Okay.
where everyone gets a chance to handle the ball and contribute,
Cool.
regardless of their skill level.
Yeah.
That's respect in action.
I like that.
Then we move to effort.
Okay.
It's not about being the star player.
Mm.
It's about pushing yourself to improve
Yeah.
and contribute to the team's success.
Right.
Even if you're not the most skilled,
Mm.
you can still hustle,
Yeah.
play good defense,
Yeah.
encourage your teammates.
Yeah.
That kind of effort makes a difference.
That's a good point.
The next level is self-direction,
Okay.
where students set their own goals
Mhm.
and work towards them independently.
Interesting.
They become proactive and responsible for their learning.
Yeah.
Think of a student who decides they want to improve their free throw percentage.
Okay.
They start coming to practice early to work on their technique and track their progress. Yeah.
That's self-direction in action.
That's a great example.
And finally, we reach caring.
All right.
Where students show compassion and leadership.
Cool.
And genuine concern for the well-being of the whole team, not just themselves.
Yeah.
It's about helping a teammate who's struggling. Ahead of your own.
Wow.
It's a journey from me to we.
I like that.
Learning how to be a part of something bigger than yourself.
Exactly. And what's fascinating is how effective this model can be.
Yeah.
It recognizes that people develop at different paces and come from different starting points. It doesn't force everyone into the same mold.
For sure.
And it shows the power of a supportive environment, a place where encouragement and positive reinforcement help students progress through those levels.
And that encouragement helps students discover their own reasons for wanting to be respectful, responsible.
And caring members of a community.
That's huge.
It becomes less about external rewards or avoiding punishment.
Totally.
And more about a genuine desire to contribute.
I love that.
And be a good teammate.
That's awesome.
So we've seen how sports reflect society and how physical activity can help us grow as individuals, especially through models like Hellison's. But the source also dives into different instructional models for teaching physical education. Because just like with any subject, there's not just one way to teach or learn in gym class.
Yeah, each model brings something unique to the table.
Let's unpack a few of these models. The first one is the sport education model. Imagine your PE class structured like a real sports season.
Oh, wow.
With teams, competitions, even different roles for students to play.
Exactly. It's about creating an authentic and immersive experience. Students learn the rules of the game, practice their skills, and experience the thrill of competition. Just like in a real league.
But it goes beyond just playing the game.
Oh, cool.
Students also get to be coaches, referees, scorekeepers. It gives them a well-rounded understanding of how the sport works and how all the different roles contribute to the experience.
It's teamwork, leadership, and getting to see the game from different perspectives.
Now, how about the teaching games for understanding model?
Okay, this one puts the focus on strategy and decision-making.
Interesting.
So instead of just drilling isolated skills, students learn by playing modified games that highlight specific tactical challenges.
So it's like learning by doing, but with a focus on the why behind the actions.
Exactly.
You're not just mindlessly repeating a drill. You're thinking about the best way to pass the ball, where to position yourself on defense, how to outsmart your opponent.
Students are encouraged to think critically. Adapt to different situations and make strategic decisions in real time.
That's something you need both on the field and in life.
Totally.
Quick thinking and problem solving.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, the last model I want to talk about is cooperative learning. This one seems pretty straightforward.
It is, and it's surprisingly effective. So cooperative learning involves students working together in small groups to achieve shared goals. It's all about collaboration, communication, and supporting each other.
So instead of competing against each other, they're working together towards a common objective.
Think of it like a team-building exercise. Where everyone's success depends on the group's ability to communicate and collaborate effectively. And this fosters a sense of community.
For sure.
Interdependence and shared responsibility.
It makes you wonder, which of these learning environments you thrive in most?
Totally.
Which model resonates with you the most?
Think about it.
Think about it.
We'll dive into more of these models. And how they can all work together. In the next part of the deep dive.
Awesome. Sounds good.
All right.
I'm excited for that. Welcome back to the deep dive. Before the break, we were exploring those different instructional models for teaching PE.
Like the sport education model. Teaching games for understanding and cooperative learning. And you started to think about which learning environment resonated with you the most, which is a great way to personalize these concepts and see how they connect.
For sure.
To your own experiences.
So we've covered a lot of ground. From how sports reflect our values as a society to how physical activity can actually help you grow as a person, especially when you're in a supportive learning environment.
Totally. And our deep dive into the CSET study guide has shown us that there's no one right way to teach or learn through physical activity.
It's about finding the approach that works best for the students.
Totally.
And that aligns with the curriculum goals.
And speaking of different approaches, the source also mentioned something called direct instruction.
Oh, direct instruction.
Yeah, so direct instruction is a classic teaching method.
Yeah.
And while some might think it's a bit old school, it's still an important tool in a well-rounded PE curriculum.
So when does direct instruction really shine?
Okay, so it's especially useful when you're introducing brand new skills or concepts or information.
Yeah.
Think of it like laying the foundation for more complex learning.
Like if you're teaching a new sport.
Exactly.
Or a specific technique.
Yeah.
Direct instruction can make sure that everyone starts with a solid understanding of the basics.
Yeah. The teacher provides clear step-by-step instructions. And often uses demonstrations to show the students how to perform a skill or movement.
So it's like a guided tour through the fundamentals.
That's a great way to put it.
With the teacher as the expert guide.
And while direct instruction might seem more teacher-centered than some of the other models we've discussed, it's not just about the teacher lecturing at the students.
It's still interactive, right?
Exactly. The teacher's providing feedback. Correcting errors and reinforcing those correct techniques.
So it can be very effective for making sure all students grasp those essential skills before moving on to more complex activities.
It reminds me of building a house. You need a solid foundation before you start adding the fancy details.
Yeah, perfect analogy.
So it's not about picking one model and sticking with it. It's about recognizing that each model has its strengths. And can be used strategically to create a rich and diverse learning experience.
Like having a toolbox full of different tools.
Exactly.
You wouldn't use a hammer for every job.
Right. You pick the tool that's best for the task at hand.
So we've explored how sports reflect society, how physical activity can help us grow as individuals. And now we've dived into several different instructional models for teaching PE.
We have.
What stands out to you from all of this?
What's fascinating to me is how all these threads weave together to create something much richer and more complex than just the games themselves.
It really highlights how sports and physical activity are about so much more than just winning or losing. They're about learning, growing, and connecting with ourselves and the world around us.
It's about recognizing that physical education is not just about running laps or playing dodgeball. It's a powerful tool for developing well-rounded individuals who are physically active, socially responsible, and intellectually engaged.
That's a powerful statement.
It is.
It really elevates the role of physical education and reminds us of its potential to shape young lives.
And speaking of shaping young lives, we often hear debates about the role of competition in youth sports. Some argue that it can be too intense and create unnecessary pressure, while others see it as a valuable tool for teaching resilience and developing a strong work ethic.
That's a great point. Our CSET source doesn't shy away from these more nuanced discussions.
Well, it doesn't.
It even mentions the concept of flow in sports.
Oh, flow.
That feeling of being completely absorbed in the activity, where you lose track of time and you feel a sense of effortless joy and mastery.
And that experience of flow isn't just limited to elite athletes. It's something that we can all access. Regardless of our skill level. It's about finding activities that challenge us just enough to keep us engaged and motivated without feeling overwhelmed or discouraged.
It makes me think about those moments when you're playing a game and everything just clicks. You're not thinking about the score or the competition.
You're just completely in the moment.
You're fully present.
Fully present.
Exhilarating.
And those moments of flow aren't just about personal satisfaction. They can also contribute to a team's success when everyone is in sync and playing at their best. The whole team elevates to another level. It's like magic.
And that magic doesn't just happen by chance. It's cultivated through a combination of factors. Individual skill development, clear team goals, supportive coaching, and a shared sense of purpose.
Exactly. And those are all things that educators and coaches can intentionally foster in a learning environment.
It's about creating a space
Totally.
where students feel safe to take risks, make mistakes, and learn from those experiences.
It's about celebrating effort and progress, not just outcomes.
Now, all this talk about flow and the power of teamwork makes me wonder about the flip side of competition.
Okay.
What about those who don't thrive in a competitive environment?
Interesting question.
Are there alternative approaches to physical activity that might be more engaging and beneficial for them?
That's a great question, and it highlights the importance of recognizing that there's no one-size-fits-all approach to physical education or sports participation.
Yeah, for sure.
Some individuals might find joy and fulfillment in individual pursuits, like hiking or rock climbing or yoga.
And those activities can still offer incredible physical and mental benefits.
Absolutely. They can build strength and flexibility and even boost confidence and self-esteem.
It's about finding activities that resonate with your individual personality and preferences. So we've talked about the power of competition, the importance of flow, and the need to recognize that different individuals might thrive in different environments. Where do we go from here?
That's a good question.
What are some key takeaways for our listeners as we wrap up part 2 of this deep dive? Welcome back to the final part of our deep dive into the world of sports sociology and physical education.
It's been quite a journey.
It really has. We've explored how sports reflect society, the power of physical activity for personal growth, different instructional models. We even delved into those thought-provoking debates about competition and the concept of flow in sports.
It's more than just games and scores. It's a microcosm of society, a reflection of our values and a powerful tool for learning and growth.
As we wrap up this deep dive, I'd love to hear what's really stuck with you. What's been the most surprising or thought-provoking insight so far?
Take a moment to think about it, because we're going to end this episode with a challenge.
Ooh, a challenge.
A question that might spark some interesting conversations. And even inspire some action.
I like it.
So here's something to chew on. There's a big debate right now about whether competitive sports should even be a part of PE.
Interesting.
Some argue that the focus on winning and losing can create unhealthy pressure and exclude students who aren't athletically inclined. Others believe that competition is a valuable part of life and teaches essential skills like resilience, teamwork, and striving for excellence.
If you were designing the PE program, where would you stand on this issue?
That's a good question.
Would you keep competitive sports?
Yeah, would you?
Why or why not?
Think about the different models we've discussed. The importance of a supportive learning environment. And the need to cater to diverse needs and interests.
So imagine you have a blank slate.
A chance to create the ideal PE experience for every student.
That's a cool thought.
What would that look like?
Would you prioritize traditional team sports or focus more on individual activities and lifetime fitness skills?
Would you incorporate elements of yoga?
Ooh, yeah.
Mindfulness or even dance?
Interesting.
Would you structure the curriculum around specific sports seasons or offer a more diverse range of activities throughout the year?
Yeah, how would you ensure that every student feels included, challenged, and empowered to reach their full potential?
And perhaps most importantly, how would you assess success?
Ooh, that's a big one.
Would it be about winning games and setting records? Or about fostering a love of movement, building healthy habits, and developing those essential life skills we've been talking about? Teamwork, communication, resilience, and self-confidence.
Those are big questions.
They are.
And there are no easy answers. But that's what makes this so fascinating. We're not just talking about physical activity.
It's bigger than that.
We're talking about shaping young minds, building character, and creating a more inclusive and empowering future.
I love it.
For everyone.
So as we conclude this deep dive, we invite you to continue the conversation. Talk to your friends, your family, your colleagues. Share your insights, your experiences, your vision for the future of physical education.
Because these aren't just theoretical debates happening in academic circles.
Exactly.
They have real-world implications for how we educate, inspire, and empower the next generation.
And who knows?
Right.
Your ideas, your passion, your commitment to creating positive change might just spark a movement.
Wow.
That transforms the way we think about sports and physical activity forever.
That's a wrap on this episode of The Deep Dive.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us on this exploration.
We hope you've gained some new insights, sparked some curiosity, and maybe even felt inspired to make a difference in the world.
Until next time, keep exploring.
Keep
diving deeper.
And keep diving deeper into the fascinating complexities of the world around us.